Hello Drinkstuff fans, welcome back. I am Steve the Barman. In today's video, as voted by popular demand, I'm doing 3 cocktails with ODK's Blackberry Puree. Absolutely delicious. The 3 cocktails are going to kind of do for you is an Apple and Blackberry Spritz, Blackberry Martini and a Blackberry Julep. Basically different base ingredients as well, base spirits in there. If you haven't got Blackberry Puree, if you don't want to buy a Blackberry Puree, it's absolutely fine. You could kind of use these recipes with maybe 5 or 6 fresh blackberries, muddle them down with about 10-15 ml of sugar, and you've kind of got the same thing. The reason I love these purees, and to be fair, Monin syrups, Monin do a Blackberry syrup as well. I haven't got it, but these are long life and shelf stable. So let's crack on. The first cocktail I'm going to do for you is a blackberry and apple spritz. Absolutely delicious. I'm going to do it in a gin balloon. You could do it in a wine glass. You could do it in a nice kind of sort of stemless wine glass or kind of tumbler, whatever you want to call it. Just absolutely amazing. I love this one. So let's crack on with this. Ingredient number 1. I'm going for obviously my Blackberry Puree. I'm going 15 ml. The thing with these purees, they're so vibrant in flavour, I genuinely don't believe you need any more than 15 ml. But your palate is in charge, not mine. So if you want a bit more, add a bit more. It's absolutely fine. If you want a bit less, add a bit less. I think 15 ml is a good starting point, which makes these as cheap as chips because they will do flipping loads of cocktails and they'll keep on your shelf for months as well once opened. So 15 of a Blackberry Puree. We go. Lovely. Oh, spread that on your toast. I'm a bit naughty like that. Right, Blackberry Puree. Now, this is an apple and Blackberry spritz. There's a couple of ways you could go with this. So I'm going to give you, this is all about me trying to give you inspiration. Okay, so there's the few ways I'm going to show you. I'm going to do a plain vodka with this, and I'm going to use an apple liqueur. Okay, so I've got 2 different products going on there. A sour apple liqueur from Giffard and a plain vodka. If you kind of want to flip things up a bit and you want to go a bit crazy, brands like JJ Whitley, who I love, and they're not paying me to say that. I do not get sponsored by any brand in particular. I just love them because they pop a flavour. JJ do an apple vodka as well, as much as do Smirnoff and Absolute and places like that. I just absolutely think that JJ burst of flavour. When you want something that's apple, they are amazing. So have a little look at things like that. But as I say, I'm just going for plain vodka and an apple liqueur. Okay, so I'm going 50 ml double bubble of my vodka. Just wash the rest of that puree out, and then I'm going 15 ml of a sour apple liqueur. And apple liqueur, these liqueurs, they cost like 10-12 quid. Just brilliant. I kind of like them. So 15. There we go. Now, sugar. Sugar, as I always say, is completely and utterly up to you. If you want to add a bit of sugar to this, like 10-15 ml, be my guest. All I would say is, as I say in all my videos, it's a lot easier to sweeten up at the end than it is to sour back down. So I personally would make it without sugar and then try it. And if you want to add a tiny little bit, just add a little tiny bit at the end just to kind of bring it all together. But I don't think you need it for this. That's just me, okay? Now, for this, we're going back to sort of stereotypical sort of spritzes. So I'm going for some soda water. I've got Tesco's soda water here. It's absolutely fine. I'm going 25 ml of soda water. You could even use Sprite. You know, if you didn't want to use sugar, but you wanted a bit of Sprite, that's fine. You can do that. That'll kind of balance out. So I'm going 25 ml. There's still a little bit of puree in there to get out. 25 ml. And then the final ingredient is obviously Prosecco. Again, as I say, I'll apologise now. This is more frizzante than anything else. I kind of do 2 filming sessions a week, and this was open 3 a week. So it's more frizzante. It won't be as vibrantly Prosecco as fresh bottles will, but it'll do the same job for this. It's got a little bit of fizz in it still. 50 ml, double bubble. There we go. Now, that's essentially your spritz kind of made up. So, I'm going for some ice. Just going to whack a bit of ice in there just to start off with. And then I'm just going to stir that down, just to combine all the puree. That's just sort of nicely, you can see that nicely nestled at the bottom. So just give it a quick stir around. See, for me, that doesn't need sugar. That is delicious. Love that. Right, just top out with a bit more ice. And I've got some frozen blackberries here, just come out of the freezer. So I'm just going to pop 2 or 3 frozen blackberries in there, bit of a garnish, and then I do love mint, little sprig of mint in there as well. And that is your black apple and blackberry spritz. Delicious, delicious. Love that. Right then, let's move on to cocktail number 2. Kind of Blackberry Martini. I don't want it. I want to drink this. Oh, something about blackberry. I was massively shocked that came second in the poll that I did. Loads of votes as well. Loads and loads of votes. Massively shocked. I was expecting strawberry and passion fruit to come out, but no. Mango won, which I've already filmed and done. And then watermelon and blackberry, second and third. There we go, crazy. Right, so the second cocktail, Blackberry Martini. I'm going to serve it up in that lovely, beautiful glass. I'll link to that in the show description on Drinkstuff. It's a shaken cocktail. There is one ingredient here that kind of might put you off and you think, really? Honestly, trust me. I promise you, it's delicious. Right, 15 ml, 1.5 of Blackberry Puree to start off with. Just pop that in there. There we go. Now, second ingredient. Just pop that to one side. This is going to be a rum-based one for me. So, kind of Blackberry Martini with rum. And this is not the ingredient that will put you off. Now, again, no brand affiliation for me. I am just going to use Ron Cubé, and I'm going to use a white rum. If that's Bacardi for you at home, fair enough. If that's Havana 3 stars, if that's Plantation, sorry, Havana 3-year-old, if that's Plantation 3 stars, whatever. If you want to use a gold rum, Mount Gay, whatever comes, Appleton, Mount Gay, absolutely fine. Also, I would say is people that know me kind of know that know me for spiced rums, and I've got a whole shelf up there that you can't see full of spiced rums and another cabinet there. I don't think this is a spiced rum cocktail. Try it if you want to. I think this is more pure rum. Okay, I like the blackberry to do the work and all that, not the spices and that come through. So 50 ml double bubble of your rum. Just wash the rest of the puree out of there. Now, here's the ingredient that you think, it doesn't get that much love, and it should do. I'm going to use some Martini Rosso in this, and I promise you, it kind of works a treat. Not often I use these, but I'm just going 15 ml, 1.5 of Martini Rosso, or a decent sort of red, sweet vermouth. So 15 of Rosso. Lovely, jubbly. Now, I'm going for some juice in here. Some kind of juice. And I'm going for pineapple juice. There it is. Before I didn't get it out of the fridge. Again, this is just supermarket brand. But the one thing I do like to shout about and give you inspiration for and try and get you in the habit, 100% pressed and squeezed juices will taste better than the long life from a concentrate stuff. They just do. And I'll argue with you all day long on that. I do love my 100% pressed. There's nothing but 6 pineapple. Yeah, 6 pineapples in there. There's no concentrate, there's no water, it's just 6 pineapples. Lovely, love this. Now for this, I'm going for I'm going for 25 ml of pineapple juice here. I was toying with 50, but I think that'll be just about right. There we go. Now, for me, there is one other ingredient coming here. I'm just going to add some bitters. Just kind of what I've done in a few videos for you. Bitters to it, you can see them over on my shoulder there. They're kind of like salt and pepper to us bartenders. They bring different flavours out for that. And I've got a whole host of bitters, and I'll do a video. It won't be affiliated to Drinkstuff, but I'll do a video for you to talk you through bitters and kind of all the different. There's hundreds of bitters out there. For me, I'm just going for something a bit crazy, just for me, just to kind of give you inspiration of see what's out there. That's all. It's Ms. Better's Bitters, Mount Fuji Bitters. I'll pop that there so you can see that on the close-up. But the ingredients in this are amazing. It's white peach, chrysanthemum, burdock, and yuzu. And you just need a couple of little, well, it's perfect, about a third of a pipette of these. And there are so many bitters. And as I say, I want this channel, for me, the cocktails, just to be pure inspiration, okay? You don't have to buy that. I just want you to kind of get into the habit of thinking, oh, what else can I do to pimp these drinks up? Right, that's it. Where am I going? I need ice in there, just to shake this down. Right. There we go, fill that up. And then we're going to do a hard, fast shake for about 10-12 seconds. Blend all that puree up. And what you'll see is the pineapple juice is kind of giving you a nice frothy kind of thing. Pop your tin out. Now for this, for all martinis, I double strain, what we call double straining. So I take my Hawthorne strainer, and that just sits in there. That stops the ice coming out. And then a fine tea strainer, just to stop it. Excuse me, tiny little bits of ice coming out. Lovely. Perfect. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Right. Let that come out. Then, for garnish for this, as I say, I've got some frozen blackberries here. Hopefully my little skewer will go through these now. I'm going to do a little kebab. Yeah, there we go. Little kebab. Blackberry kebab. Perfect. And just kind of, let's do one more for luck. Let's just kind of sit that on top. Get in there. There we go. And we've got a little Blackberry Martini. That is truly delicious. You just get an ever so subtle hint of the Martini Rosso just coming through there. And I genuinely do believe, I think that makes the drink. That is gorgeous. Kind of a little play on a French Martini. Kind of. Right then, the third cocktail I'm going to do for you is a Blackberry Julep. Julep is obviously whiskey based. And this is just delicious. I'm just gonna crack on with this one. It's a 50ml. Just make it straight in the glass because Julep's all about the churning and crushed ice. So I'm going 15ml again of my Blackberry Puree. Get all that out. Delicious. And then I'm going for, I keep wanting to put that somewhere. For me, let's put it there. Right, sit there. Now I'm just going to build this out. Normal whiskey, I'm going for this. You could go something like a Tennessee Fire or something like that. Your favourite bourbon, whatever goes. 50ml, double bubble. That's your whiskey. Right, and then for me, the final ingredient now is just going to be mint. As I say, this, if you didn't have that Blackberry Puree in it, you would add a little bit of sugar because juleps are just basically base spirit or traditionally whiskey. That's what a julep is. It's whiskey, American or bourbon or rye, with your sugar and mint. Okay, there's no citrus of any note that goes in there. It's just the sugar. Now, as I've got the puree in there, I don't think I want any more sugar, but I just want about, look at this, lovely mint. I just want about 8 to 10 decent mint leaves. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Now for the mint, as I always say, palm your hand. You don't need to put it in there. You don't need to muddle it because that's just bruising it and getting all the bitterness out of it. So palm your hand, give it a spank, and that's it. That just awakes all the aromas and all the flavours. Cool. Right, let's keep that one for the garnish. Now, the whole point of this is the crushed ice that gives you the dilution to go with this drink. So, if you haven't got crushed ice at home, it's easy to do. Just get some in a tea towel and give it like proper ice, give it a whack. But got crushed ice here. Now, honestly, it's the dilution. It's like an old-fashioned sort of thing. It's the dilution. It's the stirring down of the ice that makes the drink. It's exactly the same with the julep. It's the chill of the drink with the mint and the bourbon that does the work. So I'm just going to kind of stir, blend all the puree in, stir the mint through the drink. Lovely. That'll do for now. And then just topping this up with a bit more crushed ice, the mint to garnish. And if we've got any frozen blackberries left, I've got two frozen blackberries on top there. And that is a Blackberry Julep. Oh, that's so good. I like to taste the whiskey in that. If you want to, you could actually do that with rum, to be fair, if you wanted to. But if you do want that little bit of extra sugar, be my guest. But there we go. Hope you enjoyed that. That's 3 awesome cocktails you could make with Blackberry Puree or Blackberry Syrup or fresh blackberries muddled down with a bit of sugar. Hope you enjoyed that. Make sure you like and subscribe. Let me know any other Blackberry recipes that you've got in the comments below, and I will see you in the very next video.